Culture over culture, you're welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Well, this week we're coming to you from Breaffy House Resort, Castlebar for part one of a two-part programme, a community celebration of the winners of Mayo County Council's Cathaoirleach Awards. Now in its fifth year, Mayo County Council Civic Awards were hosted by Cathaoirleach Councillor Sean Carey, recognising the dedication and efforts of the numerous voluntary community groups across the county, along with publications of Mayo interest from both community organisations and commercial publishers. The Gala Awards evening was hosted by Angelina Nugent and was attended by over 420 guests. The awards evening also saw presentations made to the men and women who had served as Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council from the year 2000 to 2025 to acknowledge their commitment to representing the county during their tenure.
Seamus, lovely to see you here at the Cathaoirleach Awards. You were actually Cathaoirleach twice in the last 25 years.
Yes, I was in 2007 and 8 and 22, 23. So, yes, it was a great honour to have both occasions, and actually one with Fine Gael and one independent.
And can you remember what was some of the highlights of your term here as Cathaoirleach?
Well, the 23, I suppose meeting the President, Joe Biden, and to meet him here at Knock. Like, I mean, he flew to Knock and came to, as man said, the Mayo soil, and to speak to meet him on that occasion. It's only once in a lifetime, I suppose, opportunity.
Join our two former Cathaoirleach, took Cosmalina med.
That's right.
Did you follow his footsteps?
I definitely followed Stephen on this trail to come here and to be here on this wonderful occasion here tonight. And I'm delighted actually to be here with Stephen, because thanks to him over the years and the advice he's given me as Cathaoirleach and as a councillor has been tremendous for me.
What was your memory going back there in 2000, Paul, as being Cathaoirleach of the...
I suppose at that year it was the millennium and everybody's attention was on this massive event that was happening in our lives. And I suppose the local authority at the time, Mayo County Council, played a massive role in ensuring that everybody in the county got a chance to celebrate, which was the theme of almost every occasion. Celebrate, we're here. It's a remarkable occasion, and I think, it was the one thing that stands out in my memory anyhow, both at local, in parishes throughout the county, in large towns, in small towns, everyone done something, and the County Council was part of it.
2013, 2014 was your year. What's your memory of it?
Well, my memory of it, Henry, is that it was a very busy year because it was the year of the gathering. That was the year of the gathering. And it was a very, very busy year, more so than any chairman, I think, because of the fact that there were so many different festivals and different gatherings to go to. And I was nearly every day on the road at something, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. I learned an awful lot in that year about the whole working of the council and everything else, and the amount of people I met was unreal and unbelievable. So it was a great enjoyable year.
Yeah. You go back further than that when you were Cathaoirleach. And what was it like during your year?
Well, there were a few things. One, we had the landslide in Pullatomish, which was a fairly difficult thing for the County Council around that period. And we also started the twinning with Portadown, with the North of Ireland politics, between Ballina and the Chamber of Commerce and the festivals and Mayo County Council, and that has continued on and flourished since that. That certainly did a lot of development of friendships and associations with all the different elected representatives in the North of Ireland, in the Portadown area. And other than that, we had the Cleveland, Ohio official twin that time. So there were busy times.
Yes.
This is the fifth year of our Cathaoirleach Awards. Every year we do a call out to the wider community of Mayo to nominate groups or projects that have a specific importance in their community. And it's a way for us to recognise that huge volunteer cohort that there is in County Mayo. So we put the call out, groups are nominated, and then we ask external judges to sit in a voluntary capacity to evaluate and make that really difficult selection for the winners. And we're very proud to see so many of the groups who are nominated here tonight, and the winners will be announced later on during the ceremony.
So that's all the excitement to see who's going to actually win the award.
Absolutely. And this has gone, as I said, from strength to strength in 5 years, with over 400 people here tonight, 17 awards. And I think it has really become part of the calendar of a way of marking the volunteerism and the strong communities that are here in Mayo.
Good evening to you all. Before I get to the formal welcomes, I want to start off by welcoming the most important people here this evening. I'm sure my fellow councillors, past Cathaoirleach and our office members won't mind me speaking over them for a second to welcome the 100 groups and individuals who are nominated for tonight's awards. Some might believe that this record number of attendees here tonight is because the awards have gone from strength to strength over the past 5 years, but I firmly am of the belief that I'm just the most popular Cathaoirleach of this county ever had. Now to the official duties of the evening. So Chief Executive Kevin Kelly, fellow councillors, Oireachtas members, former Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council, officials of Mayo County Council, invited guests, nominees and nominators, I am delighted to be here with you all this evening. Tonight is a night that we celebrate all that is great and good about this county, and that is you. You are the people who put community and place above yourselves. It is easy to be a hurler on the ditch and complain, but that's not in your nature. You see something that others would see as a problem, but in your eyes it's an opportunity. An opportunity to improve your community by committing to and delivering for your people, your neighbours, friends, family and people you might never meet.
Cathaoirleach Councillor Sean Carey, former Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council, elected members, Oireachtas members, invited guests, Mayo County Council colleagues, the nominees and nominators who are our special guests here this evening. It is indeed a privilege for me as Chief Executive to be with you all here tonight. First of all, I want to acknowledge Martina Hughes and her team for all of their work in organising tonight and through their considerable efforts making sure that it all runs seamlessly. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge our former Cathaoirleach who are with us. As this is the 5th year of the Cathaoirleach Awards, it is fitting that we recognise the men and women who have worn the chain of office over the past quarter of the century. You're a distinguished group who represented Mayo with honour, and this evening gives us the opportunity to express our sincere gratitude for your service.
And just to remind you, we'll be chatting to more former Cathaoirleachs in next week's programme. Now it's time for the award ceremony, and here to present the awards is the current Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council, Councillor Sean Carey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start off with award number 1 now of the evening, and this is the Mayo Publication Award, publications from commercial publishers.
But the winner of our first award tonight, the Mayo Publication Award for publications from commercial publishers, is Castlebar Prison and the Bridewells of County Mayo by Dr. Michael O'Connor. And Dr. Michael O'Connor.
I don't do this work for these things. I do it because I really enjoy it. The history of the prison was really, really important, and every county in Ireland had one, and some had more than Roth. But this is the first time we've taken one of these prisons and we've deconstructed it and looked inside and had a really deep look at the history and the sources that are there. And what is revealed is remarkable. It's shocking, but it's also I suppose, a mirror, a way of looking at the history of Ireland, because everything that happened in Castlebar prison happened in all the other prisons in Ireland as well, of which there were many. And so we have the really big events of the 19th century, the famine, the Fenian Rising, 1916 into the revolutionary period, all reflected in the records of this prison. And the book seeks to highlight this.
And it wasn't just Castlebar prison, because there were associated prisons throughout the county as well.
Yeah, so there were minor prisons, bridewells, across you have Ballinrobe, Westport, Belmullet, Ballina and Swinfoot. And these were temporary holding centres. And the history of some of those is that Belmullet in particular was considered by the establishment and government to be the worst prison, not only in Mayo, not only in Ireland, but in the British Isles. So that says something about the standard of incarceration and the infrastructure of the time.
Now, award number 2 of the evening is the Contribution to Local Heritage Award. And the winner of our Contribution to Local Heritage Award is Crowpatrick Stakeholders Group.
First of all, we're really delighted this evening to receive this award from Mayo County Council. This project has been over 10 years in the making. It has involved a lot of different stakeholders coming together and putting the mountain, putting Crowpatrick, I suppose, ahead of all of our individual interests. And I suppose transforming it into something really special. I suppose living up to its name as Ireland's Holy Mountain. We're delighted that now to have the path in place and that the mountain is again, I suppose, respected and is an improved experience for everybody that uses it.
Yeah, and it's a voluntary group as well, isn't it? You're a voluntary group, yes.
Yes, we're a voluntary group. We all give our time voluntarily. We all have different interests in the mountain, and we've come together to put the mountain first, to address the erosion issues that were happening on the mountain and that were, I suppose, degrading it quite significantly. And we're delighted to, report that, just 2 years after the completion of the project, that the mountain is recovering. The mountain, that provided healing for so many people in the past is now itself receiving some healing itself.
Right. Is there a danger that too many people are coming to Crowpatrick and it affects the environment there?
Possibly, but it's open to all that want to use it, and there's not going to be a gate put on it either, I suppose. But it is showing that the groups that have all come together, especially the shareholders, the parish, the activity groups, like everybody just came together, and it's 10 years in existence, and that collaboration and that essence has held that slow and steady, no more than climbing it, Henry. Every step that this group has taken has gently just led that we've come to this, and it's not finished yet. The path needs maintenance and knowledge and understanding of it, that we can't let it ever get back to the state that it was in.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on now to award number 3, and this is the Contribution to Community Life Awards. But the winner of our latest category, the Contribution to Community Life Awards Community Endeavour Award, is Killeen Community Council, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a lot of dedicated young volunteers that have given their time very freely, and blood, sweat and tears. Everyone puts their heart and soul into it. And this award, seriously, is really for our chairman, Joe Cannon, and for our secretary, Elizabeth Salter. They're like unbelievably dedicated, hard-working. But the committee in full, really, everyone has their strengths, which, we all are able to input an awful lot of knowledge and skills together.
And you've activities going on all throughout the year, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's the secret to keep the whole thing going, to keep it to the forefront and to create a sense of belonging and a sense of achievement and a sense of pride, really. Small local.
It's a community hub, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And is there many in the group?
I don't know about elected members.
Upwards of 25. I'd say at times there have been 30. And since 1976, there's been a lot of different faces and changing. There's one or two that are there since, well, I won't say the 70s, but Michael Joe Jennings could be there from the 80s, could he?
So, yeah, it's my first term in it, but we are elected by secret ballot, so.
Yeah.
They eventually got round to me. Yeah.
So what's the next project now you have for the community?
Well, we're to try and figure out what sort of theme for St. Patrick's Day. We're going to upgrade the kitchen to see
It's in the community
if we can get
centre, is it?
the kitchen in the community centre. It's not really worthy for any kind of a commercial unit, so we're going to see what options we have with that. The roof has just been replaced, and like with very kind grants, and our own councillor Chris Maxwell has donated monies towards it. We have fundraisers coming up. Over the year we do certain fundraisers, and we have community bingo every single Friday during the winter months from I think October to April, and it's very well attended, and the community, they love it, they really love it, and even it's a big thing for kids as well, like.
So our next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tourism Event Festival Award. And the winner of the Tourism Event Festival Award is Mayo Dark Skies Festival, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is about the festival, the Mayo Dark Sky Festival, and getting everyone together. So we've been running a Dark Sky Festival since 2016, and our festival director, Fiona Hopkins, is really behind this award. So it's for her, even though she can't make it tonight. But we've been going since 2016 in the communities of Newport, Mulranny and Ballycroy. And we're bringing people together out to celebrate the wonder of Mayo's dark and natural skies, free from artificial light pollution.
And does the weather play a part in that, does it?
It does, but it's also part of the beauty of it is just getting out under natural skies and getting away from the screens and to resetting that digital detox and just enjoying the wonder of starlight and something that we have, which is really special in West Mayo, where a lot of communities no longer have that due to light pollution.
And it's become a great success story, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, no, and it's really brought the three communities together of Mulranny, Ballycroy and Newport to celebrate the lovely landscape we have and the dark skies. And we kind of cover a lot of other things, culture, heritage, the environment, and obviously the science of dark skies. We have a lot going on. During the festival.
And what's your role in all of this?
Well, we're a voluntary group, so we come together and we organise the different events, and events take place in the three different locations. So, as Cara said,
and what are the three locations then again?
So Ballycroy, Mulranny and Newport.
Yes.
So, there's something going on during the festival weekend in each of those places. So, it brings great excitement to the communities. It also brings people from different parts of Ireland and internationally as well have started coming to the festival. So as well as, partaking in the events, they're seeing the wonderful, communities, the beautiful landscape that we live in. And if they're lucky, then they get to see stars at night time as well.
On to award number 5, and this is the Contribution to Local Biodiversity Award. And the winner of the Contribution to Local Biodiversity Award is Belmullet Tidy Towns, ladies and gentlemen.
We have about 50 sites in the town, over 40,000 square metres that we manage. We have different management regimes on them for biodiversity. So the great yellow bumblebee is one of our rare bee species that we have in Belmullet. And
the only town in Ireland to have
Only town in Ireland, exactly, yes, yeah, the great yellow bumblebee. So we manage areas to promote habitats for the great yellow bumblebee.
Yeah, and you got involved with an All-Ireland competition or something as well, didn't you?
That's right. We're involved in Tidy Towns, and part of the Tidy Towns competition is the All-Ireland Pollinator Award. So this year we won the National All-Ireland Pollinator Award.
Fantastic, and it's kind of there for other groups and other towns to learn from what she has achieved. Yes. So, and do you have many people involved in the tiny towns?
We have a small group of people.
A small committee, I suppose.
Yeah, less than 10 people on the committee. Yeah, but we're small but mighty.
So what does this award mean for you now?
This is huge. This is kind of the culmination of about 20 years of work on biodiversity.
So we move on to award number 6, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the Contribution to Community Life Award.
And our winners of the Contribution to Community Life Community Social Inclusion Project Award is Castlebar's Ultimate Kickboxing Club.
Our club was 2010 we set up the Ultimate Kickboxing Club, and it's been growing since. We do boxing and kickboxing. For the last few years it's been more to the kickboxing side of it. There's a huge growth in our club. We started off with 6 members. We're probably 100 members now at this stage, so it's growing.
And it's all about inclusion. That's one of the reasons we received this award, because of the inclusion.
Yeah. We have a lot of kids from other countries that are coming in, and GA isn't for them, they just have no interest in it. And a lot of, say Latvia, Lithuania, they're used of wrestling and kickboxing and boxing, so we're the kind of number 1 choice for them.
Great. And this is one of your hero, the kickboxers in Castlebar, yes?
Yeah, I enjoy kickboxing a lot, and it was a bit of a surprise because I was just there training, and then Phelan pulls me aside and asks, would you be able to record us a video on Wednesday night? You can bring in your camera and whatnot. And
he's the reason we won this. Yeah. So he's video.
So we move on to award number 7 of the evening, and this is the Contribution to the Arts in Mayo Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Contribution to the Arts in Mayo Award, Westival.
Yeah, it's amazing. 50 years it's incredible. The amount of people that have made that happen now, made us get to 50 years. It's a massively community event, so many people giving their time. Both giving their time to organise the festival, but as well to, turn up and pay for events, to make, celebrate artists, both, in the community, but nationally as well. It's really important.
And of course, what a location to have a festival as well in Westport. And what's nice about it is that it's so accessible to everybody. The festival.
Yeah, it is. It's the city, or the town itself is what the festival is about. It's a celebration of the town. And we're just trying to give the community the opportunity to see world class art by local artists, national artists as well. Making sure that they're given the opportunity.
But it's a real local effort on the Westfield team and the board and everything. We just all get together, and I've joined recently, so I'm really excited about the year ahead, and especially after doing the 50th anniversary, it's like, here's to 50 more.
So we move on to award number 8, and this is the Diaspora Award, and this is the Mayo Diaspora Outstanding Engagement Award. So the winner of the Diaspora Awards for Mayo Diaspora Outstanding Engagement is Thomas M. Tully, ladies and gentlemen.
And you are related to Thomas Tully, the winner of this diaspora, who couldn't be here, but you're picking up the award on his behalf.
Exactly. Thanks for talking to me, Henry. Yes, indeed, his dad and my dad were brothers. His dad immigrated in the early 1900s, and he was from Kildare. He met his wife to be who was from Swinford, Delia McNeila, to set up a life in Chicago. Tom was the 7th child of 8 born in Chicago to them, and he comes back regularly, and
he's never forgotten his roots.
He's never forgotten. He came back as a young man and a young child in 1950 with his sister and his parents, and he's come regularly ever since.
Yeah. Well, a huge congratulations once again to all the worthy winners. Now, just to remind you, we'll be bringing you part 2 of Mayo County Council's Cathaoirleach Awards next week at the same time. We look forward to your company. So until then, slán go fóill.